Welcome to iRacing, the Skip Barber series. We're Interlagos, starting on pole. Just getting ready to get going. I'm going to be a little bit conservative going into the first turn because it's kind of well, I want to avoid any incidents on the first lap if I can at all do so. I'm probably going to be a bit defensive. If somebody wants to pass me really badly on lap 1, I'm going to let them do it. I've got some good pace on this track, so I don't need to force things. We'll see how this goes. Okay, getting ready to go. Really don't like starting on the outside here. Gives the advantage to the guy on the inside. Waiting to go, here we go. Okay, got him right down my inside here, so I've got to be careful. Rolling a bit wide. See, that's the advantage that he has on the inside. He's on a much more familiar line. See, he's having a look down the inside. But he's not close enough to do it. Giving a bit of room. But I've got the space. It looks like we've avoided issues on at least the first few corners. Not too worried about being second at this point. I'd rather be second right now than in the wall. Just drag it around here, back on the gas. Use the runoff on the left. A bit of space on the inside. Down into second, a bit wide there, not getting onto the apex. So good gap here already. Avoid running too wide there. Let's get tight in the corner. And clear down the inside. This is the hairy bit, just dragging it around here without spinning it. Yeah, running too wide there, not cutting the apex as I should have. And building a nice gap. Staying in touch with the leader. Down into third gear. Again, a bit wide on that corner, but definitely keeping up with the leader. Just drag it around there, just trying to give myself a little bit of space here. And I think the leader actually had a really high ping. I think it was over 200 or something. So he's disappearing. He's actually from Brazil, appropriately enough. And there he is again. I have to say it's kind of disconcerting to be following somebody for the lead and they're warping in and out. I might just end up inheriting this as a win. Again, plenty of gap behind. He's going defensive early on the corner. He certainly knows I'm there, and he's... Yeah, this is kind of... It's really off-putting being behind him, because I'm not sure if he's actually there or he's gonna appear much closer. So it's really off-putting. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm working hard to avoid the off tracks there. Back marker coming up already. So Peel can slow him down a little bit. Yeah, careful. Don't want to be too aggressive. And just really making a mess of that. Needed to be a lot tighter there. Used to be driving really deep into that corner. Okay, back down a second. Get it rotated tight on that apex, is pretty good. And it's kind of warping in and out again. Yeah, looks like again a solid gap. You know, I feel for this back marker with a leader behind him, and he wants to be considerate, but at the same time, you've really got to be looking at that and not sure exactly where the leader is. But yeah, he's going down on the inside there. Jumping back and forward. Got a long time to think about this corner. Yeah, he's just running wide, let me through down the inside. Means I have to compromise the the corner a little bit. The leader definitely got the advantage there. Tight and rotated on that curve, and then back on the gas. Missed the gear shift. And it's a first. I think that's still a back marker behind there. The hesitance. Yeah. So it looks like the pace of the two of us here is pretty similar. Might be a little bit quicker, I'm not sure. But we're certainly pulling away from the field. It's like he keeps going defensive there, although I'm way too far behind to challenge him. Making a bit of a mess of this first complex. Again, back to this long straight. Down into third. Let's just get it around there. It's pretty good. Just gaining on him a little bit. Down a gear. This is kind of a tricky corner for me. I can never quite get this right. I generally lose about 2/10 through that for that sector. Can never quite get it right. Lot of clear track. Just keep it tight around this corner here. Avoid drifting too far wide. See, he goes all the way across to the right. I think that's quite a bit slower way to attack that corner. So it's really a two-way battle at the moment. Down a second, just pull it around the corner, try to open up the corner and then accelerate through it. Not quite getting it right. It's like his connection's kind of stabilized a little bit there. He's not jumping around nearly as much. Although, having said that, I really don't want to get tight behind him and have him jump across the track. It's not his fault, obviously. Very close. Plenty of laps to go yet. Just want to get tight on him and start putting pressure on him. Just getting in his toe. I want to see if I can slingshot past him, but he's taking the inside. See if I can pass him on the outside. Still down my inside. I give him some space. It's pretty tight there, but we just pulled it off. He's going defensive again on the left. It just I really didn't intend that. I think maybe lost a little bit of momentum coming across the track. But yeah, that's not really how I wanted to take the lead. Try to break up, but I couldn't quite get it slowed down. But yeah, I'm leading, but that's not how I wanted to lead. You know, we're kind of halfway. How many laps are we halfway through the race? Let's see if I can hand the position back to him later on. As for now, I just want to make sure we have good gap to yeah, I want to make sure that we have a proper gap over the over number 3 before I let the leader through, or the previous leader through. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of front damage, which I think is slowing me down a little bit on the straights. But apart from that, it's driving okay. And got more lapped cars ahead, or about to be lapped cars ahead. But I just want to keep trying to stretch the field a little bit. Not much I can do at the moment, just put laps in and wait for the opportunity later on just to step aside and let him through. Let's see where I can pass this this spike marker. Hopefully I can do it on the straight. Hopefully he won't fight me. Yeah, well done. That's a good job. Going way too wide there, missed the apex by a mile. Missed the gear. Really got to drag it around that curve. He's starting to get back to me now, so okay. Should be in a position to land him past quite soon. Car off the track. Fortunately not rejoining. There he is. Might be another lap before he's close enough for me to step aside. We've got some decent gap now, I think. Yeah, he's right behind me now. Most likely feeling a sense of injustice that I took him out. Obviously it wasn't intentional, it was just one of those things where I think he was coming back across the track, lost a bit of momentum, and I just misjudged it. Just a little bit too tight to be able to back out completely. Almost avoided him, but not quite. I say almost because obviously it looks like neither of us have actually got major damage. I just turned him around. So that's a testament to it being a low speed collision, which, considering it was right at the end of a long straight, that's pretty good. Should be able to let him pass on this on the straight coming up, I think. We got some nice gap now. Yeah, it's a little bit of lift. There you go. Now the chase is back on. This is pretty much where we left off. Gone way too deep there. Now I'm chasing it, I have to be a lot better than that. And drag it around back on the gas. Trying to avoid wheel spin. I think it should be tighter on the apex than that. Looks like a pretty significant gap behind. Oh, I made a mess of that. It's a difficult complex of corners to get right consistently. I feel I'm really getting hurt on straights for speed with the damage. Just got to do what I can through corners. Back markers ahead. Clear track behind. It should just be a straight fight between the two of us for the win. But we'll see what part these back markers play. They've been pretty good so far. I'm pretty close still, with or without damage. Let's see what we can do here. Imperfect lines, but I'm trying to just improvise. Still catching these back markers. I've got to put a better lap together. I'm closing on him, then I'm losing it with some really poor mistakes. Gotta do better with this corner. Even taking a 1x would be okay through there, just so I can maximize that corner. Coming towards the end of the race now. That's a 1x. I don't mind that so much as long as it actually leads to me gaining on this guy a little bit. That's not helped me at all there. It's come out okay actually. I was worried about him turning in and sticking to his line there. If he had have done that, that would have been it. As it is, I'm tight on him here. I think I'm going to run out of laps, but gonna give it my best shot and see what happens. It looks like he's not quite as wide through there anymore. I just need to be a bit tighter than I am. I can get a toe behind him, and that's terrible. Oh, that's totally blown that. That was really blown. That was just a terrible line through there. That was an awful line. Lots of just between the two of us for the win. Get it turned in hard on the gas. Let's go. Really could have done with a better turn 1, 2, 3. If I could have come out into that straight really hard, I would have been tight behind him now. Okay, now he's behind this lapped car. He's kind of struggling to get around him. Could have been a bit quicker there as well. He's really struggling to get around him, and I'm catching him fast. What is he going to do? He seems to be going defensive there. Come on, let's go. Let's get down this inside. Don't close the door on me, 5. Don't close the door on me, 5. 5's closing the door. Looks like there might be contact. Get down his inside. Can I squeeze through here? Nope. No, that's the second. But there you go. That was Racing Interlagos. Action packed right until the end. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.